Good evening and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Channing Curtis. Breaking news now at 11. A Baker County deputy shot while responding to a domestic violence incident. The victim and a suspect are both dead. The sheriff telling us tonight that a suspect shot at deputies, hitting one. Deputies then returned fire and critically wounded the suspect. They then died at the hospital. Now, this all happened in McClenny off of County Road 23A, and that's where our Zach Wilcox joins us live right now. Zach, we know you talked with the sheriff after he arrived at the hospital with that injured deputy.
Yeah, Channing, wild night for the sheriff. He was here at the scene, then he went out to the hospital to check on his deputy, make sure that he was okay. We talked to him there, then he came back out to the scene, which has now been taken over by FDLE. You can see the caution tape. They've got the spotlight out here. They have evidence markers all over the ground as they piece this timeline together. As you mentioned, we now know the victim is dead, the suspect is dead. That deputy fortunately survived his injuries, and the sheriff mentioned how relieved he is because a matter of inches could have been a very different story.
This job takes a courageous person, I tell you. In today's time, you never know what you're going to face. Every call is a different call. That's what's so unique about law enforcement.
Baker County Sheriff Scotty Roden says the call that ended with one of his deputies shot started as a domestic dispute where a man was shot and killed by a family member.
The deputies responded, took a tactical advance to go towards the individual. The individual saw them, and then he began to fire at the deputies. That's when he struck Officer Fisher. Officer Fisher went down.
Roden took the 30-mile trek to UF Health to be with Fisher and his family.
He took one in the arm, but he took two to the bulletproof vest, so the bulletproof vest done its job. He's in good spirits. We're just very thankful that he's all right.
Roden says deputies shot back and critically wounded the suspect.
And everybody talks about, well, you're in a small town. Bad things happen in small towns, and you know, we're just blessed that this deputy's going to be all right.
And we actually just learned within the last hour that Deputy Fisher is now out of the hospital that he was at in downtown Jacksonville. So fortunately, he's out of the hospital and will recover from his injuries at home. And we know that FDLE is here on the scene continuing to investigate. In McClenny, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.